Welcome to Ask Prep. Today, we explore the rise, expansion, and legacy of the Maratha Empire, one of the most significant and powerful forces in Indian history. The Marathas are often remembered for their military prowess, their resistance against Mughal dominance, and their contribution to the political and cultural fabric of India. This video is essential for UPSC aspirants, as understanding the Maratha Empire is key to comprehending the history of medieval India and its impact on the modern Indian subcontinent. The Maratha Empire, founded in the 17th century, rose from the region of Maharashtra, primarily under the leadership of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Born in 1630, Shivaji's vision and leadership transformed the Marathas from a small group of warriors into one of the most formidable forces in India. But before we dive into Shivaji's life, let's understand the socio-political landscape of India during his time. In the 17th century, India was largely dominated by the Mughal Empire, which at its peak controlled vast territories stretching from the Deccan Plateau in the south to the northern plains. However, despite their military might, the Mughals faced difficulties in governing their sprawling empire, especially in the regions of the Deccan and western India, where local rulers were resistant to Mughal authority. During this period, Shivaji Maharaj emerged as a visionary leader. Born into the Bhonsle clan, Shivaji was a man of extraordinary military and strategic acumen. His rise to power began in 1645 when he captured the Torna fort at the age of 15. This was just the beginning. Shivaji's early conquests were driven by his deep desire to establish an independent Hindu kingdom in the midst of Mughal expansionism. Shivaji's methods were not limited to direct warfare. He understood the importance of securing alliances, using guerrilla tactics, and exploiting the weaknesses of larger empires. One of his most brilliant strategies was his use of guerrilla warfare, fast-moving raids, surprise attacks, and an intimate knowledge of the terrain allowed him to outmaneuver much larger Mughal forces. In 1674, Shivaji was crowned as the Chhatrapati of the Maratha kingdom at Raigad Fort. This formal coronation marked the consolidation of the Maratha power and was a statement of his intent to create a sovereign Hindu kingdom. Shivaji's governance was not only based on military strength, but also on an efficient administration, religious tolerance, and a sense of justice. His empire was a model of progressive governance, where both Hindus and Muslims held key positions. Under Shivaji, the Marathas expanded rapidly. His naval expansion was as remarkable as his land campaigns. He established a strong navy on the western coast, securing the ports of Bombay, Sindhudurg, and other key locations. This not only safeguarded the Maratha Empire from external threats but also ensured control over vital maritime trade routes. After Shivaji's death in 1680, his successors continued to expand the Maratha Empire. His son, Sambhaji Maharaj, and later his grandson, Shahu Maharaj, played pivotal roles in maintaining and building upon his legacy. However, the Maratha Empire faced its greatest challenge when the Mughals, under Emperor Aurangzeb, launched an all-out campaign to crush the Marathas. Although the Marathas suffered heavy losses, including the capture and execution of Sambhaji Maharaj, they did not submit. The Maratha resistance continued to grow, especially under the leadership of the Peshwas, who were appointed as the de facto rulers of the empire. The most prominent among the Peshwas was Baji Rao I, who, through his military brilliance, expanded the Maratha Empire to its zenith in the early 18th century. Baji Rao I is best known for his leadership in the Battle of Palkhed in 1728, where he decisively defeated the Nizam of Hyderabad. This victory solidified Maratha influence in the Deccan and marked the beginning of the Marathas as a pan-Indian force. His military tactics and campaigns across northern India, particularly in the northwestern regions, greatly enhanced Maratha power. By the time of Baji Rao I's death in 1740, the Maratha Empire had expanded to cover a vast territory, stretching from the Deccan Plateau to northern India. Under his successors, the Marathas continued to challenge the Mughal Empire and even posed a significant threat to the Mughal capital of Delhi. However, the Marathas' rise was not without challenges. The Maratha Confederacy, a loose alliance of various Maratha states, struggled with internal conflicts and competition for power. The Peshwas, though the central leadership of the empire, had to contend with rising regional powers, such as the Holkars of Indore, the Shindes of Gwalior, and the Bhonsles of Nagpur. One of the most defining moments in the history of the Maratha Empire came with the Third Battle of Panipat in 1761. The Marathas, under the leadership of Sadashiv Ballal, faced the Afghan king Ahmad Shah Abdali. Despite a heroic fight, the Marathas were decisively defeated. This battle, which resulted in immense loss of life, weakened the Maratha Empire and marked the beginning of a slow decline. After Panipat, the Marathas regrouped and regained some strength, but the internal divisions and the absence of a strong central leadership led to their gradual fragmentation. By the end of the 18th century, the British East India Company began to take advantage of these divisions, further weakening the Maratha Empire. The final blow came during the Anglo-Maratha Wars, where the British systematically dismantled the Maratha power, leading to their eventual defeat by 1818. Despite their fall, the Marathas left an indelible mark on Indian history. Their administration, military strategies, and cultural contributions shaped the subcontinent for generations. They were instrumental in resisting foreign domination and laid the groundwork for future Indian resistance against British imperialism. The Maratha Empire's rise and fall provide essential lessons for today. It highlights the importance of unity in facing external threats, the impact of strong leadership, and the need for cohesive governance. For UPSC aspirants, understanding the Maratha Empire is crucial not only for historical knowledge but for insights into the political dynamics of medieval India. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Maratha Empire. Stay tuned to Ask Prep for more in-depth content on Indian history and other important UPSC topics. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more educational videos that will aid you in your journey toward becoming an IAS officer.